Hi everybody and welcome to today's pick a card or pick a bottle reading. So for today's reading we are asking Spirit, what is next in your career? So this can even talk about school if you are still studying, like at university or something like that. So for today we have 3 bottles for you guys to choose from. The first bottle has a bunch of bees. Then the second bottle is lavender. And lastly we have group number 3 with these dried purple flowers. Okay, so if you want to, you can pause the video here and see which bottle you feel most drawn to. And then when you're ready, you can go to the description box below for the timestamps. And then let's see what is next in your career. Hi everyone in group number 1. So you guys chose this bottle full of bees. It's very random. I collect the bees if they are lying on my windowsill. So just a strange habit that I have. So with bees, I immediately think of hard work and teamwork. So it could be that you are going to be working in some sort of team on a big project, and maybe there are very busy times ahead for you. And the bee also talks about not overworking yourself. So this can just be like a little side note for you guys to keep in mind, that you can work hard but also make enough time to rest and to recuperate. So I'm just going to put this aside for now. Okay, so just to get your general spread, I'm going to be using the Fairy Tarot. This is from Radleigh Valentine. So Spirit, for pile number 1, what is next in their career? Okay, we have the Hermit. I'm actually going to take these upright. We also have the 8 of Summer, which is the 8 of Cups. Okay, let's get some more. We have the 10 of Winter, the 10 of Swords, and 7 of Autumn, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 3 of Wands. Let's get 2 more to clarify here, please. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups. And then we have 2 more, which is the Release card. Number 13, this is the Death card. And the 9 of Autumn, 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So we're starting with Virgo energy here with the Hermit. You might be a Virgo or just have Virgo placements. And, you know, it is clarified here of the 5 of Winter, which is about conflict, especially in terms of having arguments with people. So I think you guys might have been in a period where there wasn't a lot happening, and this might be due to some type of conflict in the work situation. You know, with the Hermit, it says find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So maybe you have been taking a time out due to not receiving enough support in your career situation. It could be that you felt overlooked, or that other people were advancing while you were staying behind. But, you know, it's really important to take some time, like, for this commitment to your spiritual growth. So it's not time wasted when you are still working on yourself and working on bettering yourself. And it says here with the 5 of Swords, walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. So I really see you guys being in a contemplative energy, really thinking about your career and maybe thinking about what possibilities lie ahead for you and what choices you have to make to improve your career situation. So it could be that you have been thinking a lot about making a career change and maybe realizing that you aren't happy in your current situation. It might even be like dishonest co-workers, so maybe people stealing your ideas at work and then taking all of the credit for your hard work, which can be very frustrating. So in your group, I'm really sensing that you have been thinking about making some changes and with this Eight of Summer, the Eight of Cups, it really talks about walking away. So I do sense that next in career for you guys is walking away from maybe a career that isn't fulfilling you, and wanting to experience new things, wanting to really tap into your potential and showcase into the world what you can really bring to the table. It says here, the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. So I definitely sense that for some of you guys, this can be like a very big change in your life. Maybe uprooting yourself, totally moving to a different location even. And I do sense a bit of fear. So it's always difficult to change anything in your life really, and especially with career, because you might not be so sure that you will get enough money or that you will be supported in this new opportunity. But now with the Three of Wands, this talks about expansion and future plans, broadening your horizons. And I definitely sense that in your group there's this definite need for change and for a larger opportunity to show your talents and to be rewarded for your hard work. The bee is a really hard worker, and it's an animal that almost self-sacrifices, or an insect, sorry, that really self-sacrifices. So it feels to me like you have been in a situation where you have been constantly giving and helping in terms of teamwork. But maybe it's time for you guys to step into more of a leadership role. And I think this is what is next for you guys in career. Maybe taking a step forward to be more self-sufficient and to really stand in your own power. It says here, plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So I definitely get the idea that if you were to follow your own path more, this is something that can have very long-term potential. And especially if it is something that brings you a lot more joy, then automatically you will want to put in more effort. And this is something where you can reap the benefits on your own, where other people won't be taking credit for your hard work. With bees as well, they do all of these things for the queen, and then a lot of the times they don't have a very long lifespan, they just die. So I think if you are currently in this situation still where you feel like you are not being appreciated, it almost feels like emotionally you are dead, because it's really not bringing you any satisfaction to be putting in so much effort but not having the benefits to go along with that. Life should be sweet like honey, but you are not experiencing that in your current situation. And now the Ten of Winter, or the Ten of Swords, really talks about closing off cycles. And it says the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. I think this could be a very long-standing thing. This can even talk about, if you're in school, about a degree that you're doing that really isn't fulfilling you, and maybe you feel like you are in your last year of studying and you have to finish this off. But I really sense that if this isn't making you happy, if your career or your degree isn't making you happy, you have to end off the cycle. And it can be a bit like an addiction, being caught up in a negative situation, because it's what you know and you almost feel safe even though it's not bringing you happiness. So I definitely sense that Spirit is guiding you to make this change and to close off the cycle. And once you do, you will be experiencing this Three of Summer, which is the Three of Cups, and it's all about celebration. And it says news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends you cherish. So I definitely sense that there will be people that support you in this decision to change your career or your degree or something. It might even be that if you're in school, it doesn't have to be a degree that you don't like. It might just be that the workload is a lot and you were really stressing about exams, and this celebration will be you finally graduating and being able to close off that cycle of your life and maybe stepping into a real career after receiving your degree. And I think you guys will be very supported in this change, and you will instantly almost see how your spirits are lifted once you choose to remove yourself from the situation where you had this Five of Swords energy, where there was a lot of conflict and arguments and maybe harsh words even. If I think about the school example again, it can even be like your study your lecturer or someone that was very critical of you, or maybe some bad marks that brought you down. So I definitely sense that you guys are moving into calmer waters where there are a lot to be celebrated. And if you are making a career change, I also think these achievements will be in terms of leveling up. As I said, maybe choosing to step in a more of a leadership role. This can even talk about being promoted at work. So if you have been working towards that, I do sense that this is something that is lying ahead for you. If you have been able to move through this Five of Swords energy and by really sticking to your guns and not backing down when people approach you in a negative way or steal your ideas, and really standing your ground and just keep on proving your worth. I think people are seeing that and they want to reward you for that. So next we have this Seven of Pentacles in the future position. So it says, have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. So as I said, you might feel very overworked at the moment, but you just have to have patience a bit longer. And this also talks about this career change if you are wanting to do that. It usually takes quite a bit of time for something to really get off the ground. Even if you have these fantastic ideas, it might be very worrisome when you start with something new and it feels like you aren't immediately getting results. But I think you just have to almost move through a threshold, and then you will see how you are reaping the benefits of really choosing a path that aligns with you. And with this Death card especially, all throughout your reading we are seeing that you have to release some things and move into a different energy. So it says, let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. So I definitely get the idea that some of you are still stuck on your current situation and maybe thinking things will get even worse if you try to make a change. But this really talks about letting go of your situation and also the ideas that are holding you back. So if you are very worried about making this change, I definitely want to encourage you to let go of your current situation and maybe even let go of some people that are keeping you stuck in the situation. If I can think of an example, you might have a boss that constantly compliments you, blah, 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 say you're such a good worker, you're always there for them. But then when it comes to rewarding you, maybe giving you bonuses or an increase in salary, they don't show up. So they are all words and no deeds, So I definitely get the idea that Spirit is encouraging you to remove yourself from this situation. And now we are also ending here with the Nine of Pentacles. It says, reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. So once again, as I mentioned earlier, I really get the idea that you guys should be in a more of a leadership role. This doesn't mean necessarily leadership in terms of having a lot of people work under you, but maybe just starting your own company or your own project or something like that. So maybe you are working as an editor at a publishing house and you want to actually write books on your own. So it can talk about maybe just doing editing part-time and taking time out to write your story. Or if you are maybe a backup singer for someone, choosing to write songs on your own and produce your own album or anything like that really. Even like being a teacher at a school and deciding that you want to give extra lessons from home. So I definitely get the sense that in your group, this change is about working on your own rather than in a group, or just focusing more on showing your own talents to the world and doing what makes you happy. And I definitely get the idea that there's a lot of happiness that lies ahead for you once you choose to focus more on yourself instead of pouring all of your efforts into other people's projects. When I can just talk about the school example as well, you know, you often have group projects, and usually there's like one person that does all the work and then everybody else takes the credit. So this can even talk about some of you guys being that person in class who shows up and who studies for exams and who worries about their marks, but then all of these other people just feed off of you and maybe ask you for answers and something like that. And I think you also have to let go of these people that have been benefiting off of you. So that is what I see for you guys. I want to draw an archetype card and some other oracle cards to get more information. So for the archetype card, I want to see what type of energy you should embody when you are going through this next career change or school change. So Spirit, for group number 1, please, what energy can they embody that will help them in this change? Oh, interesting. We have the Slave card. With the light attribute, it says surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. And the shadow attribute is giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So this really links in with this whole reading for me. You guys have definitely been keeping yourself almost hidden away and giving your power to other people. So the only thing you should be giving your power to is to the divine. Really, not to anyone else in your life. You should have complete trust in the universe that you will be safe and that Spirit will guide you in your journey. And you shouldn't be trying to make everyone else happy. And you see, this girl is like almost being controlled by strings, like a puppet. So I definitely get the idea that you have been playing according to other people's rules, but it's really time for you to step into your own power and to do what makes you happy and to have trust in your own abilities. All right, so now I'm gonna get some of the Sacred Destiny Oracle cards, just 1 or 2 to get some more idea, a bigger idea about what is lying ahead for you guys. So Spirit, can you please tell us what lies ahead for group number 1 in this next career change? We have the Legends, definitely. And this for me also links with this 7 of Pentacles. And we have Adventures. So this is very nice energy. I definitely get a very fresh energy from these oracle cards. So it might be something that's quite new to you. This career change doesn't even have to be something that is in your current field of work. It can be something completely different. And it can be like this adventure for you, where you are almost exploring your options and exploring your own talents. And with the Legends, I do think this is going to be hard work as well, but it's different than the hard work that you're currently doing, in the sense that you are not the slave anymore to other people. You are putting in work for your own dreams, and this is really what motivates you to move forward and to keep pushing forward and really put in your best efforts. And that's when you are going to see how this really blossoms into something that has long-term potential and that can really bring you a lot of happiness and even abundance in the future. So I'm going to end this reading with a last few guidance cards. So Spirit, for group number 1, please, some guidance. Okay, that just jumped out. We have Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. And this really links with this Death card as well. So, you know, really releasing the old you and your old ideas and moving into this new opportunity for yourself to show yourself. And, you know, with things changing at a cellular level, it's almost like you will change as well. Maybe your personality will have some changes once you start to do something that really aligns with you. We also have Mintaken. I'm sure that is pronounced incorrectly. It says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So some of you guys might even identify as light workers, so that is something that you can Google. It's basically like bringing light to the world, doing work in terms of being a spiritual guide, or just helping to raise the vibration on the planet. So maybe this new career or new degree or something will be something that will bring a lot of happiness to people as well. And just by stepping into your own power and elevating your own frequency, you will help those around you. And with longing for home and belonging, I do get the idea that you will meet people that will resonate with you a lot more once you choose to step into a career that is more true to you and more true to your passions and what interests you. So let's get one last card from the Moonology deck. Spirit, for group number 1, please. Some last parting guidance or advice or anything that wants to come through. Okay. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Okay, so what this is telling me is that some of you might be very worried about the people in your life and how this change will affect them. So if it's something to do with school, I think you might be scared of what your parents or your friends will say. But this is saying that you don't have to worry about all of these other people. You have to focus on yourself and what makes you happy. And if this is talking about career, I think it is especially relating to your finances and worrying about whether you will be able to provide for your family, maybe even for your kids. And I think Spirit is reminding you that the universe will catch you. You won't ever have to worry about this. You know, if you are really doing something that is guided by your intuition and that aligns with you, then this isn't ever something that you have to worry about, because the universe will provide. You should walk with faith, you know. Okay, so group number 1, that is what I see for you guys. That is what is next in career. I really hope this reading resonated with you guys. If it did, you can let me know in the comments down below. And then if you want to, you can give this video a like and subscribe. Obviously, it's not necessary, but I would really appreciate it. And then I will see you guys in the next video. Have a lovely day. Bye. Hi everybody in group number 2. So you guys chose this big bottle of lavender. So lavender is like anti-anxiety. You can put it in your bath to relax a bit. So it could be that some of you guys are very tired and you just want to take a bit of a break and have some time out, do some self-care. But we'll see what all of your cards say. So today we are asking Spirit, what is next in your career? And this can even talk about school if you're still at university. So we'll see what wants to come through. I'm just going to put this aside for now. So to start, I'm going to use the Fairy Tarot. It is by Radleigh Valentine. So Spirit, for group number 2, please, can you please tell us what is next in career for them? Let's see what wants to come through today. We have the 3 of Cups, 3 of Summer. Okay, let's see what else. This is a good start to your reading. So we have the 8 of Spring, the 8 of Cups. We have Princess of Winter. This is the Knight of Swords. Let's get one more, please. Okay, we have Queen of Pentacles. We have Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, quite a lot of wands. This could be something very creative. Let's see, just 2 more, please, Spirit. Okay, we have, 3 of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. All right. Is everything in the frame? Yes. Okay, let's see. All right, so we're starting off with the 3 of Summer, which is the 3 of Cups, and it says news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends you cherish. So I think you guys might have been waiting for some news in terms of your career or school life. So I definitely sense that there's some type of news coming your way. And you know, it's clarified here with the Princess of Spring. It says optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, energetic. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. So this definitely has something to do with some type of creative project for me. Maybe you have done a pitch for some type of company, maybe for a design company or something like that. You are in advertising and you have been waiting to hear if you got the deal. And I definitely get the idea that there is good news coming your way in terms of something like that. It can even be maybe you're an artist, you are a art student and you had to present a project at school and you're waiting for your marks. So however this resonates to your situation, you're definitely getting some good news in terms of a creative project. Now with the 8 of Spring, it says stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. Now the 8 of Wands really talks about quick movement in a normal right way. So I definitely get the idea that there are some very big changes happening very quickly in your career or school life, and you might be feeling a bit overwhelmed when this all happens. Maybe you have been working on quite a few projects and then suddenly all of them are starting to pile up and you have to really work very hard for quite some time because you have a lot of things that you have to juggle. And it's this clarified here with the Ace of Wands, which says it's time to take action, be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. So I definitely think that this is some type of opportunity that you have been waiting for and that you really enjoy and align with. But you might be feeling quite a bit stressed because it could be a lot to handle, and maybe you didn't actually expect these opportunities to come your way. If I can take another example, maybe you were trying to do a fashion show and you've never done one, and suddenly you get this opportunity to design a lot of dresses or something, and you didn't actually plan for this to happen, and now you have to scramble and get all of your designs ready and get models and get photographers and everything like that. So I do get the idea that this is something that you will really enjoy, but it's also something that will bring you a lot of stress because maybe you aren't as experienced. This is something very new to you and it's very fresh energy, but it's also very exciting. So I do think you guys will really enjoy this, but you might be a bit tired after this next period in your life. And that's also why we have this lavender here. So maybe just a reminder to take some time out every now and then to rest and to focus on yourself and make sure that you aren't too stressed, and maybe even talking to someone that you can vent to when you have some problems, and they can just calm you down when you are in this anxious mode. Now we also have the Knight of Swords here. It says inquisitive, truthful, realistic, undiplomatic. Information that can help you but which may also be difficult to hear, speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. So maybe in this opportunity you will be getting some critique from people, but I don't think you should take this the wrong way. I definitely sense that the people are trying to help you to really be the best that you can be. So if I can use the fashion example again, maybe you have like 20 designs and someone says, yeah, these 15 are great, but these 5 need a lot more work. And maybe in the beginning you will feel like this person is trying to tear you to shreds and really just trying to bring you down. But when you look at the situation objectively, you can see how they are really only trying to help you and trying to turn your projects into something that is very near perfection. And another example is like when you're writing a story and you have an editor and they are giving you a lot of notes on how you can improve the story, and maybe you are feeling like that is a lot of work as well. You know, finishing touches take a lot of effort, and I think this is also what could be bringing you this anxiety, especially with creative projects. And that's why I'm using all of these examples like fashion and books, because a lot of work goes into these types of projects, and then in the end you're only left with like a book or maybe a 40-minute drama or a 1-hour fashion show, and it feels like people aren't seeing all of the behind the scenes work that you put in and all of the stress that you went through. But I definitely think that there's a great opportunity here and you shouldn't let this slip through your fingers. And you know, we also have the 3 of Pentacles here, the 3 of Autumn, which really talks about collaboration. So there is people that want to help you and then that want to guide you on this journey, and that maybe already went through these experiences and they want to hold your hand a bit and show you the way. And I don't think you should shy away from this. Sometimes we want to be stubborn and do everything by ourselves, but Spirit is really asking you to accept the help and the information that people want to give to you, especially if you are a beginner. You know, people like to say, I want to make my own mistakes, but sometimes there are some big mistakes that you really don't want to make, especially in your career where you can maybe lose a lot of money or lose other opportunities. So definitely be open to any type of information or help that people want to offer you. And it says here, follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. So definitely a big emphasis on creativity in this group. And I think once you open yourself up to all types of information and guidance, you will really see how you can blossom into the best that you can be. We also have the Queen of Pentacles here. It says, generous, stylish, gracious, practical. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. So I definitely get the sense that you will be very assisted on this journey, and the Queen of Pentacles is really a person that almost has it all in a material sense. I definitely get the idea that you can build a great legacy with this creative pursuit that you're after, and maybe even live a very wealthy life like this Queen here and almost sit on your throne. So it could be that you will later be like a name that everyone knows once you put in this work and choose to maybe collaborate with people as well. If I think about YouTube, it can even talk about maybe doing some collaborations with people on there to get your name out into society more. So you definitely shouldn't be closed off to networking with people. And this can be a bit difficult for some people, especially if you're like more of an introvert and you like to work in silence. But if you are doing something creative where you want to sell a project or basically sell your brand or yourself, you have to find a way to make yourself known. So if this means working with other people, that is something that you should take into consideration, and you really shouldn't let opportunities pass you by just because you have to collaborate with other people. Now we're ending off here with the Ace of Swords. It says, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So I definitely get the idea that you guys are very creative and you have a lot of ideas. And I think you should also try to get other people's opinions on these ideas to see which ideas will bring you the most success, because sometimes you look at it from a certain perspective, but someone who has more experience might bring some other information to you where you suddenly get this insight with the Ace of Swords about how you should proceed. So once again, not being closed off to other people and information. And I do sense that there will be some challenges, maybe things malfunctioning or projects not working out exactly how you pictured it. And I think this is like a test for you guys to see how motivated you are to go after your dreams, because there will always be challenges and there are always going to be some situations that you have to face. And I think even in these situations, Spirit is asking you to be willing to accept help. So if you see that you are really going to be messing up an opportunity, ask someone, what would they do? How can they help you? Or maybe try to search the internet if you're like doing video editing and you don't know how to solve a problem. Just do everything in your ability to get information about your situation, because nobody knows everything, and we really are here to help each other and to guide each other and really help each other succeed in our careers and projects. Okay, so now I just want to get some oracle cards to see what type of energy you should embody once you go into this new phase in your career or school life. So I'm going to use the archetype cards. So Spirit, for group number 2, please, can we get an archetype card to show us what type of energies, okay, this should embody that. It's too much. Wait, let's just get one, please. Just one archetype. Oh my word. I think you guys might have to be a bit of a chameleon. So if you are going to be networking with people, you might have to change the way you talk to people, because with some people you have to have a very specific way of approaching them. People can be a bit difficult sometimes, especially in the creative world. There are some strange personalities. I don't mean that negatively. It's just like a fact. So we have child, orphan. Interesting. The light attributes are independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. And the shadow attributes are feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So I really get the idea that you might be overly independent, and that's why it has been highlighted in your reading that you shouldn't be closed off to other people. I feel like you guys might have tried to push people away in the past where they wanted to give you a hand and show you a way forward. And this might be due to something that happened in your childhood where you felt you had to do everything on your own. But in terms of this opportunity that is coming your way, I really do get the sense that it's not something that you should be doing on your own. In pile number 1, we had a big focus on stepping into a more leadership role, but in your group, I really get the sense of collaboration and being open to information and help from other people. So this isn't something you have to be ashamed of. We all are beginners at some point, and even if you aren't a beginner, but it's just like a very big opportunity that you don't want to mess up, I definitely want to encourage you guys to accept help and to ask for help from other people. Because otherwise you're going to be stranded on your own, because then people are going to be like, I told you so, I told you this was going to happen, but you didn't want to listen to me and you only wanted to do things on your own way. So that is definitely what I see for you guys. You should be accepting of help coming your way. So let's get to oracle cards to get a little bit more information about what this next opportunity is going to be. So Spirit, for group number 2, please, can we get an oracle card or two about this new opportunity? Let's see here. Just 1 or 2, please. Okay, we have wisdom. Interesting. And I definitely get the idea that this is this Knight of Swords energy, wisdom from other people around you, and this Ace of Swords as well. So really sharing your own wisdom and receiving wisdom from other people. And we have, okay, that's too many. Let's see, we have diligence. Interesting, we had this in group number 1 as well. So this is definitely going to be hard work. It links with this 8 of Wands energy again. So juggling a lot of things in your life, and it might be a very busy time. And you know, when you are very busy, you can often overlook things. And I think this is part of why you should be asking other people for their opinions, because they can look at this objectively, and you might be caught up in everything that you have to do, like your to-do list is this long, and you know, you don't know how you're going to cope. And that's when you have to reach out to people and let them impart their wisdom onto you. And you know, we have this mermaid here swimming in the sea. I really feel like you might feel a bit like you're drowning at times in all of these things that you have to do. And like Dory said, just keep swimming. So definitely be diligent and push through when things start to become tough, and receive this help from people, please. If someone wants to help you, please accept that help. People will be there that have your best interests at heart and wants to see you succeed. So please take that. And with this 3 of Cups as well, it's really about friendships. So this can even be friends wanting to support you. Maybe if you have a small business that want to buy things from you. So please guys, accept help. So let's get some last guidance from Spirit for group number 2, please. Any advice or parting guidance you want to give them we have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So definitely you guys are very capable. You don't have to feel like you aren't capable, but still be open to more information and to more guidance from people. And I think you have a very bright light that you can shine through your creative projects, where you bring a lot of happiness to people's lives. And you know, this is like a rainbow as well, so almost like the calm after the storm. Let's get one last card here. We have Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So this links with this child orphan card for me. So this independence is definitely something that stems from your childhood, and you might see other people that seem to be succeeding on your own and you want to be just like them, but you don't see everything that is going on behind the scenes. So don't try to do this all on your own just because it seems like something that is a big achievement. Okay, so with this Mirror card, it also talks about like shadow work. So definitely see where in your life you have some negative tendencies that is holding you back in terms of opportunities like this, and might have held you back in the past. All right, I'm going to end this reading with one last card from the Moonology deck, and let's see, Spirit, for group number 2, one last card for guidance about this next career change. We have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. All right, so definitely if you have been feeling like your life is stalling, or you have been in a lackluster energy, there's definitely an end to the cycle. And you know, Capricorn is a very hard worker, and this is that diligence energy. So I do think this next cycle will be tough as well, but in a different way, where it's really having to put in a lot of work for your dreams, whereas you might have been putting in a lot of work for something that wasn't creative or wasn't fulfilling you emotionally. So group number 2, that is your reading for today. That is what's next in your career. I really hope this resonated with you guys. If it did, you could let me know in the comments down below. If you want to, you can give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. It's not necessary, of course, but I really do appreciate it. And then I will see you guys in the next video. Have a lovely day. Bye. Hi everyone in group number 3. So you guys chose this bottle of dried purple flowers. I don't know what type of flower it is, so maybe there is some type of mystery in your career change or school change as well. So today we are asking Spirit, what is next in your career? So with these purple flowers, I definitely get the idea that you guys will be blossoming into something. And purple is also like associated with the crown chakra, so maybe something where you can share your wisdom with people, or just maybe giving some insights to people, or you might be receiving some insights about what this next career change will be. So I'm just going to put this to the side for now. So for your reading, I'm using the Fairy Tarot. This is by Radleigh Valentine, just to get a general idea of what this next career change or school change will be. And then we'll be using some other oracle cards just to get some more information. But let's jump straight in, and I will stop my babbling. So Spirit, for group number 3, please. What is next for them in career? What is happening in their school life or career opportunities? We have the World card. 21 might be a sign for you guys. And this is a very good card to begin your spread on. Let's get some more, please. We have 9 of Spring, 9 of Wands. Also have the Empress, very nice cards. Card number 3, that might be another sign for you. Let's get one more here before we clarify, please, Spirit. Oh, okay, we have the 7 of Winter, also the 7 of Swords. We have the Sun card, very nice cards. Card number 19, another number maybe, that might be a sign. The Magician, number 1. Let's get 2 more, please. Okay, that's too many. Just 2 more. Okay, we have, the Star card. You guys have like the best cards. All of these major arcana. Don't tell the other groups. If you watch another pile as well, just don't tell them. They don't have to know. Card number 17. That might be a sign for you, or it breaks down to an 8, which really talks about abundance as well. We have the 7 of Summer, 7 of Cups, ending your reading. Very nice with this big rainbow. All right. So let's jump straight in. I'm very excited to do your reading. I get a very happy energy from your group, so this is very nice. All right, so we're starting with the World card. It says, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So there's some very happy times lying ahead for your group. And with the Sun card here as well, it says plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. So you might be receiving a lot of blessings in terms of your career or studies. If I can use an example, this might be receiving a bursary or receiving an opportunity to go study abroad, especially with this World card as well. I do get the idea of travel. So the World card also talks about something that is almost complete fulfillment. So getting a job that is like your dream career, or just some type of success, maybe getting that deal that you have been working for such a long time and really reaping the benefits. And this actually also breaks down to a 3. So 3 might be a very significant number for you guys. And 3, I also think of mind, body and spirit. So really everything connecting for you guys. So it could be that you have been putting in a lot of time and effort, and now finally you're reaping the success and getting all of these rewards. It might be like a big financial bonus coming your way or anything like that, really. So you will know what resonates with your situation, whatever you have been wishing for. I feel like that is what is coming your way. Now we do have the 9 of spring here, the 9 of wands, and it says protect the fruits of your labors, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, environmental conservation. So what I get with this card is a sense of jealousy. I do get the idea that some of the people in your life might not be so happy that you're receiving all of this abundance, and they might want to almost feed off of you, and you might be feeling a bit on edge once this starts to happen, and maybe guarding your abundance a bit once people try to really infiltrate your life, if I can say it like that. Especially here with the Magician. You know, the Magician talks about manifesting, and I think you guys are really going to manifest all of your dreams, and you've been putting in the work to do this, but other people might feel like this is something that you aren't worthy of, but this is just the jealousy speaking. You really don't have to mind them, and you know that you put in effort and that you receive all of these blessings that are coming your way. And this card says you can do anything, take charge of your life, you can manifest what you need to be a success. And I really get the idea that you guys are very powerful manifestors. It might be that you have a way of writing down your dreams, and then a few months later they come to fruition, and people stand there amazed to see how you can really put your words into action and really receive all of this abundance. And I also think with this Magician card, it has the infinity symbol. So this is something that is going to be with you for a very long time, this abundance that is coming your way in terms of career. If it is a new career opportunity, this is also something that has long-term potential. And we have the Empress here. So definitely, once again, linking with the idea of abundance, it says time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So I definitely get the idea that for your group, there is some type of financial compensation or something that is coming your way. And this will really provide you with the ability to live a more relaxed and luxurious life, and to really sit back and enjoy the pleasures of life. So maybe buying a new house, or being able to afford organic produce, or nice clothes, or anything like that. And I think this is part of the reason why people will be jealous of you, because they see you embodying this Empress, and they also want to be on that level, but maybe they aren't willing to put in this effort. So that's why I'm saying you don't have to take this personally if people are starting to maybe treat you in a negative way. Really focus on yourself and creating more abundance for yourself, because these people, they have to take a look at themselves and see how they are holding themselves back instead of projecting onto you. Now we also have the Seven of Winter here, or the Seven of Swords, and it says there is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. Now, I do get the idea that this is talking about these people, and it might even talk about you wanting to hold on to a relationship with these people and not realizing that they are trying to negatively impact your life. So if this is in terms of your job, it could be co-workers that are trying to sabotage your success. So I think you have to have your eyes wide open and really look out for these types of people in your life. You know, the Seven of Swords can also talk about a very sneaky energy in the Rider-Waite. So I think there might be some people spying on you and trying to figure out what your secrets are, but you also have to be on the lookout for these people that almost want to ruin your success. And you know, you really are the star person. You are someone that can make all of their wishes come true. And it says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. And I don't think you let opportunities just fall into your lap. I really get the idea that you have been working to manifest this into your life. So that's why I'm saying you don't have to worry about these other people and these sneaky people that maybe want to stab you in the back. So just be aware of this. And with this Seven of Cups as well, it really talks about confusion. And it could even be that you have so many opportunities coming your way that you are confused about which ones to take, and that's where you also have to be objective and separate the wheat from the chaff. I'm probably saying that incorrectly, but really look at things from a higher perspective and maybe meditate about what it is that you want to do next, because I do think with this purple as well, you are very insightful and you are very connected to source. So maybe just take some time out to review all of your options and review the people in your life and who will benefit you on your journey forward and who will be holding you back. It says here, no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from over-analyzing the options. Now, I also think that since you are this Empress or the star person, there might be a lot of people that want to work with you or that want to use your talents, and you have to use discernment, because not everything will be something that you want to pour your energy into, and some of them might just want to use your success to better their own life. I just want to mention quickly, with the Sun we have Leo energy and we also have Aquarius here, which I feel is some of the energies that are really standing out for me in this reading. So with Aquarius, this might relate to technology in some way, or just something that is very new, like you're some type of trendsetter. And I think this is also how you can manifest a lot of abundance, by being ahead of the curve and really being the first one to come up with ideas. I do sense that you have great ideas. And with the Sun card and Leo, you guys might be a bit in the spotlight, and that's also why you attract negative attention, because a lot of people are aware of you and spy on you and want to see what your methods are. So this can even talk about something in the arts, so performance or films or anything like that, but just somewhere where you are really showcased to the world, and especially your abundance as well is very evident in this next phase in your career. So with the Seven of Cups, I also want to mention this confusion can arise from suddenly being confronted with a lot of abundance. Maybe this isn't something that you're used to. You could have grown up with the bare minimum, or maybe just not being this affluent. So I think you should also take a look at what are your priorities in life. Is it family? Is it friends? Is it a sports car? You know, really see what is it that brings you true joy. And often this isn't things that are material. So having a lot of money is nice, but it's really about having true connections and having people in your life that won't bring this jealous or sneaky energy into your life. So that's also where you have to use your discernment to make sure that you're experiencing this abundance in all levels of your life, not just in terms of your career and your financial success. So I want to get an archetype card to see what type of energy you guys should be embodying in this next phase in your career. So Spirit, can you please tell us for group number 3, please, what energy can they step into once they enter this new phase? Okay, we have child nature. It says with the light attributes, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits, and the shadow attribute is tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. So definitely caring about connections in your life. This can talk about pets, obviously. Pets are great. I love cats. I always pet all of the cats in our neighborhood when I go walking. But I think you will really realize in this next phase that all of these material things are great, but you still have to have these connections in your life which provides you with emotional fulfillment. Now, this could actually talk about buying a pet for you, so someone that is like a companion, especially if you are going to be staying on your own, maybe working a lot while still working on your abundance, and it can get a bit lonely. So just having someone there to bring you support in some type of way. But I also think this talks about friends and family, so not losing those connections when you are working on your dreams, and really realizing that some of these people were there for you before you had this abundance. So as I mentioned a lot of times already, you really should be using your discernment to see which friends and family are there to support you and which are not, and then really pouring energy into those caring connections as well. So let's get some oracle cards just to get more information. I just saw 444 on the monitor, so that might be a sign for you guys, and that really talks about stability as well. So I do think that you guys will be very stable in this next phase in your career or school life. So let's see. Let's get 1 or 2 oracle cards, please, Spirit, for group number 3 about this next phase. Sorry, that is too much. Next phase in their life, in their career. Let's see. Okay, we have illumination. Okay, we have 3. That's fine. We have voyage and we have purification. Okay. So for me, this illumination and purification really talks about removing some things from your life. So even voyage, moving forward and seeing who wants to move forward with you, and then purifying your life in terms of removing negative connections. With this sunflower here linking with the flower, I really feel like you guys can blossom in the future into even more. You are the star. You are someone that really can manifest the dreams and that has all of these opportunities that can come their way. You are this Empress, and you have the World card. You have all of these great major arcana cards, but I do sense that you have to be wary of people holding you back and people bringing negative energy into your life. So once again, you can have all of this abundance around you, but if you don't have good connections with people, you won't be happy. And I do also think that with voyage, this can talk about travel as well. So maybe that is something that is in the cards for you. And with the illumination card, it can even be that you are going to be sharing some of your methods with other people, maybe being a guide for others on how they can also manifest their dreams. I do get a bit of a spiritual energy with your group, especially since you are such powerful manifestors. So it can talk about being a spiritual leader in some type of way. And when you are in a spiritual job, you can also get quite a lot of hate from people. People that don't understand it, or that want to take your light away. So I think you should keep on illuminating truths and keep on showing the way forward for other people, and not neglecting to actually have insight in your own life as well. So you can be a very wise person and be able to do all of these things in your life, but if you aren't able to also see where people are being dishonest in your life and bringing jealous energy into your life, then you aren't actually being successful. So that's where you really have to purify and remove these people. And I think once you remove negative energy, even more abundance will be coming your way. This could be material, but just like genuine connections. And I also think about washing away all of your worries. We have rain on this card. And, you know, after a storm, everything smells fresh and it's so nice and you feel rejuvenated. And I think this is how you guys will feel once you have people in your life, only the people that really want to be there for you. And then you will also feel very happy to be able to share some of your abundance with them. Okay, let's end your reading with a last card. So I'm going to use a Moonology card. So Spirit, for group number 3, one last piece of parting advice. I'm lying to you guys. I want to get 2 other advice cards as well, but let's do the Moonology card. So we have, your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So definitely there's a lot of abundance coming for you guys, and as I mentioned, people might think that you are just manifesting all of these things, but you have put in the work, and if they are jealous, let them be jealous. You don't have to worry about them, okay? Just focus on yourself. So, sorry, as I mentioned, just want to get 2 other oracle cards. So, Spirit, for group number 3, we have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. And I do sense this is some type of gateway for you guys as well, to see whether you are willing to let go of some negative people in your life to step into this more abundant energy. Okay, that just jumped out. We have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So definitely, once you remove bad people, people will come in that really resonate with you and that want to see you succeed and that want to support you, and that maybe you have spent some past lifetimes with. And with this mirrored image here, they might be very similar to you, and they might also be these stars and these people that really shine a bright light, and that will not be jealous of you because they know that they can also manifest their dreams. So, group number 3, that is what I see for you guys. That is what's next in career or maybe your school life. I really hope this resonated with you guys. If it did, you can let me know in the comments down below. If you want to, you can give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. It's not necessary, but I really do appreciate it. And then I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.